Hello all, this is Dswank, and I am once again in Space Engineers. Now, what I'm going to be showing off is the Magtek series of structures, and ignore that in the bottom right that you saw, by MagnumOpus. Magtek Utopia. Now, these are 6 structures that he has so far. You have the house, which gives you quite a good field of view. A garage. A cargo structure. A power structure. And a refinery assembly structure. And then over here, we have the Hangar port module. And then what that is something I built for later on in the discussion, but I was trying to build it in a similar style. And I'll be back on that. Now, let's actually talk about MagnumOpus's work instead of mine. Let's start with the house. It's kind of cool. Let's look at the jetpack. Thank you. I don't know why it wouldn't let me fly. We've got quite a bit of stuff here. You've got the refinery. You've got this industrial looking on the backside. I like the balance between the connector and the ore detector. And overall, I think this thing looks fantastic. You've got vents set to pull in. It looks almost like a bridge to one of my ships. But you've got your door over here. You go on up. Press the buttons. And it's got an airlock, so if you're on, like, the spider world, it will maintain pressure. You've got this area that's kind of like a crew quarters. You've got 4 storage cargo containers. You've got 4 what look like bunks. They're just the hallways turned sideways. You've got your medical bay here, air vent. Then you go up, and you're in the main operating area. You've got your ore count. You've got your necessities count. You've got some batteries, some seats, a control chair, more seats, programming block. And it's very compact, very Spartan, but very nice looking. You've got these partially finished catwalks that add kind of a nice touch to it. And it's very simplistic. And you've got this, and I'm not sure what this does. Interior lights. Okay. Lights. And then you've got your LCD panel. We head out. Let's take a look at the garage. It's fairly simple. You've got batteries and, well, just batteries there. And wow, I'm getting a weird tear effect on my screen. And I'm sorry about that. You've got your batteries. 2 batteries. You've got kind of that same effect on both sides of the partially finished grates along the top as well. And then you've got a connector point over here and a connector over here. And then you've got solar panels up top, which are very useful. Also, I forgot to mention the solar panels on top of this, which is nice. You've got your cargo storage, which appears to be 2 large cargo containers. It's got a very similar style to everything else. You've got 4 conveyor connector points at the base that you can pipe around over to each other. Same over here. Had a problem because this is just a vanilla planet. There's no, and I just randomly, I was like, ooh, this looks like a good place to build. Well, it's not entirely level. So, excuse me, I had to cut that out. I had a really bad coughing spit. I coughed a lot right then. And I'm sure y'all don't want to hear it. But yeah, issue with the ground, that's all my issue, my problem, not this, because of course you all know that. We've got our refinery assembly chamber. Let me go to F10 so I can... garage module, cargo upgrade module, large power, which was behind us. I don't know if I actually looked at it. Production factory upgrade module. And if you look in, you can see one looks like 4 refineries and probably 4 assemblers set up. And there's the power. I didn't really do good. It appears to be just one large reactor inside a box that looks similar to everything else. And so this has 4 refineries, 4 assemblers. It's not powered up. And then we have our hangar. And my mouse keeps deciding I'm not going to work. Now, I just copied this from the blueprints. I'm not entirely sure why there's a thruster here, but I'm leaving it because that's how I found it. We've got 2 landing ports, which are very nice. You could very easily build this up so it was higher off the ground, kind of extended up if you wished. And then you've got your connector points on this side and doors in from this side, which, if you found like a cliff face to build this on, would be nice. Now, why I was building the wall was, like I said, I was trying to emulate the style, and I don't think I did that bad. But you could run pipes through here and stuff. But what I was thinking, I had this idea while laying this all out, that you could build a base like this, change the white to a different color, say red, and then build a similar base and change the color to some random other color, say blue, and then have a wall built around the base in a similar style with corresponding changes to color. Have a couple of gates that slide open, that you do blast door gates, pistons, open, close, that sort of thing. And have it all interconnected. And then have, say, teams. That these are your starting bases, and you go across the ice field, or the Bloody Gulch, or whatever, and have another team over here. And you could use Sectan's 5-weapon mod, and you could have people asking about, are they, what's the point of life? Why are they here? And is that car a Warthog or a Puma? And have multiplayer fights. You could have a couple vehicles in the garage. I'm sure some of the tanks that people have built would fit in here. You could have a couple of aircraft here. You could set up the turret so you had an automatic base defense. And that the whole point of the fight was to blow up the enemy base. You could hide some explosives somewhere in here, take out the power generator, whatever your goal that you set is. And you could have teams fight and do their thing, and you've got basically everything you need for the structures. All you'd need to do is, like I was fiddling around with over here, building a wall that's in a similar style. Now, that may not be what MagnumOpus was wanting people to do with this. It may be that he wanted, because it is called the Utopia pack. Utopia kind of implies no issue with war, things like that. But I think that could be a cool setup, that you could have a map set up, multiplayer, with these, and have a battle. And have some vehicles and stuff like that, and I think you could have some fun with it. And if there's enough interest, I may throw something together. I'll probably message MagnumOpus on the if there's interest, message him on Steam to see if he would let me republish a map using his structures. And maybe talk to some of the other creators and see if they'll let me republish with vehicles and stuff in here and set up a skirmish map. And see how that goes. But if you enjoyed this, if you like the idea of the skirmish map, if you like kind of what I was talking about, go ahead, hit like, subscribe, leave a comment below, let me know what you thought, let me know your opinion on most of this, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.